Oxford is known around the world for its brilliant minds, century of history, and jaw-dropping architecture. But what you might not know is that it's also been the backdrop of over 40 blockbuster films. And today we're going to dive into the most magical of all, Harry Potter.
Mr. Potter.
5 out of the 8 movies were shot right here in Oxford. And we're about to explore the exact spots that brought Hogwarts to life, from great halls to enchanted gardens and beyond. Let's start with the most iconic building. Welcome to Hogwarts, or how we call it, Christ Church. Christ Church is one of Oxford's largest and most prestigious colleges. It was founded in 1546 by King Henry VIII, and it's bursting with Harry Potter history. It was a major inspiration for Hogwarts itself, and parts of the movies were actually shot right inside. So yes, if it feels familiar, that's because it is. So let's go inside. This right here is the most famous staircase in the movie. It's called the Bodley Staircase. This exact location is where Harry Potter first whoops into Hogwarts, and it's where Professor McGonagall welcomes the first-year students in the Philosopher's Stones. This is also the spot where Harry first meets Draco Malfoy, who, let's be honest, has the most dramatic way of saying Potter.
Potter.
But this staircase returns again in the Chamber of Secrets, after Harry and Ron crash into the Whomping Willow and sneak back into the castle. They think they've made it, only to be caught red-handed by Filch.
Well, take a good look, lads. This night might well be the last you spend in this castle.
If you follow me up the stairs, it actually leads to the famous Great Hall, just like in the movies. This is the Great Hall, or rather, the inspiration for it. The actual Hogwarts Great Hall was built on a soundstage, but it was modeled almost exactly after this one. Everything from the floating candles to the long wooden tables was inspired by this very room. And it's not just the movies that feel surreal. Christ Church still holds formal dinners here, where everyone wears traditional gowns, eat a 3-course menu, and follows century-old traditions. That raised table over there, that is the high table. Only senior academics and special guests get to sit here. And when they enter, everyone else has to stand up out of respect. Then someone recites a Latin prayer, and no one's allowed to eat until the high table begins. And they also get better food. And check out this portrait of King Henry VIII. And fun fact, during the English Civil War, the hall was literally used by King Charles I to hold Parliament sessions. So yes, this place is layered with history and fantasy. Just around the corner, tucked behind the Great Hall, are the College Cloisters, and these may look familiar too. These covered hallways date back to the 15th century, and they were used for multiple interior Hogwarts scenes. For example, when Hermione shows Harry the Quidditch trophy, saying that his dad was the Seeker just like him. And I mean, they're the perfect stand-in for ancient Hogwarts corridors. Now, something most people don't realize is that Oxford isn't just one campus. It's actually made up of 39 different colleges. Each one has its own unique history, traditions, and architecture. And believe it or not, Christ Church wasn't the only college featured in Harry Potter. Welcome to New College, which, despite its name, is actually one of the oldest colleges here in Oxford. It was founded in 1379. These cloisters were used in multiple Hogwarts movies, especially in the Goblets of Fire, where students pass between classes or wear those charming Potter Stings badges. This is the main quad, with the famous oak tree. You might remember this spot from a very specific moment, when Mad-Eye Moody turns Draco Malfoy into a ferret, and Draco delivers another truly iconic line.
My father will hear about this!
Our next stop is the Duke Humfrey's Library, which is right up there. It served as a Hogwarts library in the movies. It belongs to the Bodley Libraries, which is the oldest library in Europe and home to over 13 million books. This library is actually so sacred in real life that you're not allowed to bring a bag, a pen, or even water. And you're also not allowed to film or take a picture, which is why we're standing right here. It's like the real restricted section. And right below the Duke Humfrey's Library is actually the Divinity School. This room was built in the 1400s and it's absolutely breathtaking. You might recognize this room as the Hogwarts Infirmary, which was shown in the first movie after Harry had his first standoff with Voldemort, and in a later movie when Hermione was petrified by the Basilic's gaze. Also, Ron has ended up in here when he drank the love potion. But apart from the infirmary, this room was also used as a classroom in the Harry Potter saga, like the scene where McGonagall gave dance lessons before the dual ball. Whilst Harry Potter might be the most magical ones, there is actually plenty of other movies filmed here in Oxford. So if you would like a part 2 where we're diving into other secret movie spots, give this video a like and comment down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!